Hey, hey, hey. Time for another Out of This World story from rSpace. Do we need the last word, or can the last word be us closing the door on a wretched relationship? Today on rSpace, let's just slam the door on their faces and be done with it, shall we? Up first, a young cowboy sure broke in this wild cheater. I thought I had the perfect life. The divorce group suggested I post it on here. I don't know what to do. I'm sad, terrified, having terrible thoughts. I'm not a perfect man, but I thought I had the perfect life. I'm in the National Guard, but work full-time in big industry. I make over 6 figures a year. I work out. I built my own house, built my own small farm. I've been with my soon-to-be ex for 11 years. We finally got married 2 years ago. I just returned from a combat deployment. We were ready to have kids. I discovered she was with a man she hired to fix our fence while I was gone for over 6 months. They had unprotected sex numerous times. She fell in love with him. She did things and felt things with him she never did with me. She found her small-town cowboy as she always wanted. I'm not a cowboy. She doesn't know that I know about the extreme depth of their infidelity. She has acted weird ever since I've been home, claiming she lived for a year by herself and she's adjusted to me being gone. The real reason, I think, is that she's in love with him, but only stays with me because I never left her. That she knows I'm a good provider and protector. He's just a younger, hot cowboy who is married and has kids, and screws his clients. What did I do wrong? I know I have to work on my vulnerability, but this hurts so effing bad. She talked about having kids with him and running away together. She's living this double life and pretending everything is fine. She's planning our planting season this year. We bought more chickens. She talks about having children with me and scheduling doctor's appointments. She hasn't realized how utterly broken I am as I hide behind the severe stoicism the military taught me. I've spoken with my best friend about it, discussed the details. He thinks I should file for divorce and kick her out. He says if I try to fix it with her, we can't be friends. Part of my Catholic nature, we weren't married in the Catholic Church, thinks I can fix this and make it work. I don't think it's possible. What will happen if I deploy again? I don't want to start over. I'm in my mid-30s and feel like I'm running out of time to have a dedicated wife and a farm full of kids who I want to raise to be great Americans. All I can do is cry in silence and keep the barrel of my pistol out of my mouth while I try to figure out how to approach her and have the discussion. I don't know how to start over. I don't know how to let go. I thought I was the strongest man I knew. I'm broken in half and I'm lost. Please, God, help me. Why the hell would you want to be with someone who claims to be in love with someone else? Drop her. File for divorce. You deserve someone who is going to jump into your arms and can't wait to see you when you come back from work. Not someone who will hop into the arms of another man the moment you leave the house. Update, 24 January. I broke down crying randomly 3 times driving to work this morning listening to the Bible in a Year podcast when Father Mike was praying for those trying to have children. The last time I cried was 2010 when my friend got killed returning from Iraq. Maybe this is acceptance. I scheduled a consultation with 2 lawyers to start filing procedures. I don't think this is savable. She has no remorse. I think she's a sociopath. I've been unable to schedule any in-person mental health sessions. First appointments are over 3 weeks out. That's BS. I'm going to try and find a priest from my local parish. I told my mom and my closest friends today. That was really hard. I haven't confronted her yet, but I'm making plans. Update, 26 January 2023. I have 2 legal consultations today to get filing for divorce. I hired a PI based on the suggestions from you all. This guy has 5 aliases, a suspended license, and 1 conviction on his record. He's 28 years old, married with 2 kids, and lives 15 minutes from my house. I woke up in a panic attack last night while she slept next to me and started bawling my eyes out saying, "I'm sorry." She said, "Hey, maybe it's the workout supplements you're taking, or it's something you picked up overseas. I've never seen you this upset. Maybe you should go see a doctor." Either she's playing me super hard, or she's as clueless as a cat with the food dish in front of her face. Her birthday is January 29th, but I'm working at the refinery that week. So, she's going to Key West with her friends from February 3rd through the 6th. I'm planning on confronting her when she comes back, presenting her with the divorce papers, and asking her to leave to go live with her mom or sister. I love her so much. I need to let her go. This is the other God is revealing to me. This was supposed to happen and He gave me the grace to find the evidence of the infidelity to prevent me from having children with her. You guys and gals have been so supportive and it's helped me bring me out of a dark place. Thank you so much. I'll keep updating as it goes. Yeah, if there's anything like divine intervention, this is it. Update, January 28th. I'm working night shift this week at the refinery. I woke up around 13:45. I got a message from the PI I hired that she had lunch with him at Qdoba while I was sleeping, and she said she was out shopping. When she got back, I asked her if she went out for lunch. She said she only went to Costco and Maurice's. She was blatantly lying to my face again, straight-faced like everything was normal. She just tried telling me, then I started crying while the song The End by Elliot Greer was playing because of my pre-workout I was drinking since I always work out before shift. I was screaming, F you, while repping out 315 pounds in 5 sets of 10. She just said, wow, you get frustrated when you work out. In my CrossFit gym in the garage. Either this lady is effing with me or she really thinks she's getting away with this. The plan is to confront her February 7th when she returns. I'm in the process of getting all the paperwork filed and set so I can be in position of favorability and I can have closure on my terms. Update, 30 January 2023. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I confronted her this morning, notified her whole family, as well as the cowboy's now pregnant wife and his family. She says she can change and wants this life. She didn't tell me because she knew it would hurt me. It was just a fling. It didn't mean anything. That guy lied to her and she didn't know better. She left for her sister's house. I stuck to my principles. Update, 4th February 2023. Her sister and family have resorted to gaslighting me. Apparently I caused this. Unprotected sex with another guy is apparently dismissive when I'm emotionally unavailable. She told Cowboy's wife it was all made up. The cowboy and his wife have decided to work it out. She's pregnant with his 3rd child. My wife's family said, well, family first, implying I'm not part of their family and they will side with my wife versus trying to help us heal. She scoffed when I recommended she go to individual therapy and try to work this out. She thinks it's all going to be fine and that I can be manipulated into staying. Update, 8th of February 2023. She signed the paperwork and I filed for divorce this morning. We had a long talk. She said she 10 out of 10 wants to fix this marriage and will put in the effort over the next 89 days to prove that. I'm skeptical. Let's see what the community has to say. Just a Slice of Hope starts us off. She's not confessed to you. She ruined not only your marriage, but his wife and children's lives too. She's willing to lie and expose you to STDs, possibly go so far as make you be a father to someone else's child. She did this on your own property, in the home you built. She destroyed the foundations of love and security that you left while on deployment. You know what you need to do. Your friend is right. He's trying to protect you from further torment in future years. Be sure to get lots of evidence and go speak to a lawyer. Get an STD test. When the lawyer tells you, notify his wife. She deserves to know. Good luck. Samas Wood says, if Cowboy wasn't married, your wife would have already left to be with him. Never allow yourself to be anyone's plan B. Do not get her pregnant. File and move on with your life. You're still very young. You will be shocked at the number of women who will be coming after you once word gets out. Run for the hills as fast as you can. This is not your forever woman. This is a monster who likes to eat good men's hearts. It's time to let her go. This is not salvageable. She's only now realizing that she won't have the life and the security that you have offered her for so long, and because you've been so kind and patient with the situation up until now, she thinks she can still continue to get away with it. And honestly, OP, why would you want to work it out with someone who doesn't think that they have an issue or doesn't think they did anything wrong? There's nothing okay about this. She betrayed your trust in every way, and her and her family think that her actions were warranted. When you marry someone, it's till death do you part, not some job that requires you to be away from time to time. What do you think? Next up, 3 is a crowd. Why can't my boyfriend cut ties with her? A little backstory. My boyfriend was obsessed with this girl for years. Let's call her Sarah. She never liked him back, but always breadcrumbed him because she liked the attention. One day she told him she loved him, then effed another guy the same night, and later explained she didn't mean what she said. She has always been really rude and nasty to him from what he's told me. They never had anything physical, and my boyfriend treats me so well otherwise. This is his first serious relationship, so I'm cutting him some slack. Him and I have been dating for 8 months. When we first got together, she was introduced to me as just a platonic friend. I wasn't informed on their history, but I figured out the energy there was off. To make it short, Here's what happened so far that rubbed me the wrong way. Took me to pick out a birthday gift for her before I knew what happened. Wrote a love song previously about her, and his friend performed it in front of everybody, including Sarah. Before I knew what happened, he said he didn't want him to perform it and was upset that he did. Spent the weekend at her apartment because he was traveling to her state to see a concert. She lives 1 to 2 hours away and needed a place to crash. When we got together, she sent him a weird text, something along the lines of, "Your girlfriend is amazing, but how do I navigate this?" What is there to navigate? She has a boyfriend. He then apologized to her for being distant since he's been with me. He deletes messages with her and says he needs to clear up space on his phone. Sarah is in his friends group. They all go to music festivals and shows. She started acting very jealous, ignoring me, staring at me, obviously talking about me. Why would she act like that if she never loved him and was never with him? It's like a jealous girlfriend. I have expressed to him how uncomfortable it makes me, and the daily Snapchats and communication have stopped. She occasionally texts him and seems to be in his business a lot. I recently got my own apartment, and she texted him asking if he moved in with me. Why does that matter? She has a boyfriend. I don't know what to make sense of this. He won't stand up to her and put an end to it. I asked why, and he said because he can't just never see her since he goes to shows all the time and has mutual friends. Would it be justifiable to look through his phone to see what's going on for real? Let's see what the community has to offer in advice. Echo Reverie says, "So I'm going to be real with you. You're only 8 months in and you're seeing a major amount of red flags. My advice? Don't bother with this guy. He's a lost cause and so is this relationship. If you do the pick-me dance, you will lose. Guaranteed." I knew someone like this, and no amount of convincing from me got him to wake the F up and realize he's being played by a girl that has never respected him, his time, or any of his relationships, because she was selfish, disgusting, and very rude for absolutely no reason. You're only involved with him for less than a year. Better you cut him off and find a man who is completely unoccupied and only invested in you. This guy is always going to be hooked on this girl as long as he has no self-respect. You can't give him that. Only he can stand up for himself. Please find yourself a young man that will give you all of his time and all of his effort without even thinking twice. It's not him. Wake up, OP. There's clearly some sort of situationship going on here. Time to get the hell out. And it's not a serious relationship if he's infatuated with someone he claims to be a platonic friend. There's something going on there. Why would you feel the need to delete messages if there wasn't anything to hide? Update. I went through his phone last night and it ended it this morning. I didn't find anything with Sarah, since it was all deleted, but I found out he was exposing intimate details of our sex life and other things. I'm trying to get her to send me something. It worked, talking about the nudes from me. Sent screenshots of me talking about how good the sex was to his group chat, told them my kinks, etc. Told his other girlfriend a very personal secret about me regarding the abuse I went through with my mother. Told his friend how he zones out and pretends to listen to me when I talk about things in my life that I'm going through. Called me a bit crazy. Told his friend I had a reckless past, meaning many sexual partners. Told his friend that in the beginning of our relationship, Sarah made him numb and he didn't feel anything for me emotionally. I feel completely disrespected and my trust is gone. Thank you all for making me see things in a clearer view. Yeah, serious relationship my butt. This guy sounds like a child. Sorry you had to find out this way, OP, but I'm grateful you're out of there. Intimate details about a relationship should stay within the relationship. It's no one else's business. Would you agree? Our last OP won't bite this bait. I received an apology 3 years too late on Valentine's Day. Trying to remain no contact, so I'm writing my reply here for you all to read. It would be unfair to myself to say I forgive you. As much as I'd like to, there is damage from your actions that I still haven't fully healed from, not just internally with myself, but how I view others and my current relationship. The reality is this apology, while a step in the right direction, is still just as useless as the ones you gave me 3 years ago. You acknowledge the pain caused by what you did, but you still haven't taken personal responsibility for the things you did. And to top it all off, I'm not sure the reasons for this apology, after all of this time, are the most sincere. I suspect it may be because you feel alone again, after treating your affair partner the same way you treated me, except this time both the affair partner and the affair partner to your affair partner leaving you, and all of your friends growing up and getting engaged or married. It seems A little coincidental that you would be sending me this apology on Valentine's Day. So no, I don't forgive you, but I do forgive myself. I forgive myself for making the mistake of putting my trust in you to be a decent person. And as much as I'd like to let you know that I don't forgive you, it would be even more unfair to my current significant other for me to give any response to the person who caused the trauma that they have put the effort into helping with for the past 2 years. Let's see what the community thinks about the response to this apology. Dr. Unicorn Dreams says, "Good for you, and so glad you have a place to put it out into the universe and remain no contact with that person. I support you." Taiwan Bandit chimes in, "Nicely stated. Agree no contact is best policy. Might want to block this method of communication so no other attempt. Good to hear you have moved on and now have a significant other. Continue to heal and look forward to a better future." Couldn't have said it better myself, OP. This person just sent you a message to try to hook and line you. Lonely and depressed, probably sitting by themselves on Valentine's, and have sent the same apology to at least 2 other people that were suckered into falling for them too. No response is a response in itself. Nothing more can be said. You are a different person than you were 3 years ago. You've moved on and moved up. No looking back now. Tell us the time an ex tried to reach out to you. What was your response? Thank you for joining us today on rSpace. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. We'd hate for you to miss out. If you want to listen to more stories from me, check out our lounge where I feature a larger variety of non-cheating related stories. See you there.